shows that behavior again, ever. I guess somehow the alien knows that David is its creator. He put it into its mind and programming. Are they robots? What?
For 175 years, New York Life has been helping people act on their love. So they can look back and say, you did good.
I grew up in a large family. We had a pretty small country home. That always got me thinking about how best to use space that we had available. Everybody wants open concept these days, and post-frame is perfect for that. A lot of times I'll get the question, what's the difference between post-frame and stick frame? Instead of a poured foundation wall that the lumber goes off of, it's piers or posts going directly into the ground. The real strength of the building comes from the connection of the posts all the way up to the trusses, as well as the steel siding and roof that ties it all together. In everything I design, I want to make it feel like home, look like home.
At this point, are we even allowed to be surprised? Let us not forget the Sony hacks revealed. Sony was once working on an anime solo movie. Anime! Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. My name is Chris. We have details on 2 new Spider-Man spin-off films that Sony insists us, the public, want to see. I'll be detailing these 2 characters' origins, maybe why it would make sense in their Sony Spider-Man Spider-Verse, connections to the MCU, and so much more. So I need you guys to leave your thumbs down below. Are you even willing to watch this, or are you on the side of most fans like, why? But also be sure to leave a like, because these weird spin-offs are the only thing that's keeping Spider-Man in the MCU. So bring on that anime. From the Illuminati. I know it's probably a publication you guys aren't too familiar with, but lately they have been on a roll of correctly getting exclusives on movies and TV shows, specifically Marvel and Sony related projects. They were first on the scene to bring to us She-Hulk information and the fact that Bruce Banner would be in that show, but now they bring to us these 2 new projects that really are just like, Sony, how do you think this is going to make money? Starting off with the one that is probably the biggest turn in left field and the character most of us don't even know. I'm a big Spider-Man fan and I had no idea who this guy was. A character entitled Solo, who as he's described right now is also known as James Bourne, is a counter-terrorism specialist who is a master of hand-to-hand combat and firearms. He also has cybernetic implants that allow him to teleport short distances. The guy has been a foe to Spider-Man before, but in many of those early encounters with Spider-Man, it was always a misunderstanding that had them fight each other. Nowadays in modern Marvel comics, he is a straight-up hero that helps Spider-Man on occasion, and Sony is just really attempting to continue to build off their Sony Spider-Man universe with all these Spider-Man characters. I mentioned at the beginning of this video that these solo movies are kind of the thing that are keeping Spider-Man in the MCU. From the behind-the-scenes understanding from what is going on right now with Marvel, we know Tom Holland only has 2 movies left with the MCU. A solo Spider-Man movie and a team-up movie, whether it be Avengers or him joining another character in his own movie. Once those 2 films are complete, it will be up to Sony and Disney to work out a deal to continue having Peter Parker in the MCU, or to snatch him away and dump him in the universe where Venom, Morbius, and all these other solo Spider-Man films are coming out for Spider-Man to play around in that area. In the most recent trailer, of course, it is very clear that this film is going to be making connections to the larger MCU, at least things that directly tie into Tom Holland's Spider-Man, with having the Vulture show up at the end, with obviously mentioning Spider-Man being a bad guy, with the way he was framed at the end of Spider-Man Far From Home. Bringing in a character like Solo, who would be a straight-up hero, leads me to believe that this could be the main character for the Sony Spider-Man universe. Because Spider-Man is going to be super busy dealing with the mainstream heroes that affect his world, whether it Avengers related or characters like Mysterio, Vulture, and whatnot start popping up. And Sony continuing to build these movies on lesser known characters that we know are not going to be showing up in Spider-Man 3, 4, 5, or even 6 if they get there. Eventually Sony needs to fight off Morbius the Living Vampire, Venom, and a character like Solo, who is a hero that is very tech-based, has his own ability to work out as the main character for the Sony Spider-Man universe. And as crazy as it might sound, as really serious this is, Sony is attempting to try and make them all first couple of Marvel movies. But it's this second Spider-Man movie in early development that makes the most sense to me and has actually already been set up in the first Venom. A character known as Man-Wolf, who actually might sound familiar to a lot of Spider-Man fans, I know I was familiar with this guy when I saw his name, is basically an alien werewolf that is a villain for Spider-Man. J. Jonah Jameson III is the son of Daily Bugle Chief J. Jonah Jameson, who we now know is in the MCU and the Spider-Man universe because of that cameo at the end of Spider-Man Far From Home. The youngest Jameson was an astronaut who discovered a mysterious lunar rock on an expedition to the moon. Upon his return to Earth, the astronaut found himself transforming into the werewolf known as Man-Wolf. And I mentioned to you guys that his origin has basically already been set up at the beginning of Venom. If you paid attention to the beginning of Venom, you will have a bunch of astronauts who crash land onto Earth, risking their lives and also bringing the symbiote into the universe. If you pay attention, one of the paramedics names one of the astronauts as J. Jameson. At first view, when I saw that movie, I was like, oh, okay, that's a fun little Easter egg to the astronaut related to J. Jonah Jameson. Or it's just an Easter egg thrown out there for fans. Heck, we even saw this character in the original Spider-Man trilogy with Sam Raimi, and the character really never amounted to anything other than being left at the altar. Poor guy. But we've basically already seen the origin of this character on the big screen. He went to space, something happened, his character is set to be dead. But if we're going off the comic book origin, NASA actually takes him in, tells the public he is dead, and do all these experiments and find out why he is able to turn into this werewolf just from his encounter in space. Eventually being able to escape, contacting his father. There's a lot you could actually do with a Man-Wolf movie. You could usually have J. Jonah Jameson, played by J.K. Simmons, as a big supporting role, helping his son, trying to figure out why he's this way, and doing the best he can to fix him. The article makes it a point that this movie seemed appealing because of the success of the Invisible Thing. And Man-Wolf is very much a character like the Wolfman. So it could be Sony dipping their toes into a sort of Universal Monster universe where they give us a very horror-like film of a man unable to control himself turn into this werewolf, and I'd actually really be down to see that. I'm just so shocked that Sony is trying to start this universe with such odd-looking characters, but I laughed in the Living Vampire movie. It's never something I was even remotely interested in, but I gotta admit, that trailer makes the movie very watchable, and I'm gonna be there day one when that comes out, hoping it kind of connects the universe and makes it feel a little more full. How do you Spider-Man fans feel about these spin-off films? Do you actually think they'll eventually get made, or will Morbius not performing well go ahead and stop them from making these movies? Be sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at 3CFilmReview. As always, I'm Chris. Take care.
Save big now during Menards' Big Spring Sale. Gentleman has 140 in-stock windows to complete your project today. Right now, get a 24 by 24-inch sliding window for $69.99. Freshen up your home with a new coat of Touchpoint Platinum Plus paint. It features stain shield technology, providing up to 50% more stain resistance and washability. Right now, only $25.98 per gallon after rebate during Menards' Big Spring
here instead so I could get her up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna come hit you with my stick. Splash your squirrel.
I was gonna say she only gets one attack.
She has 11 life though.
No, she's got 9.
That's still a lot.
Whole hob at 11.
They're normal size. I'm just a bigger person.
Now, you guys
I'm 6.5 feet tall.
It's my competition, guys.
That's weird that you can only spawn 6 per turn.
You can spawn them behind me?
Apparently. Kind of surprised that brawler's still alive in there.
Yeah, seriously.
He's still just standing.
I'm getting beat up by the end boss, and those two are fucking around with the lowest level dude possible.
Alright, I guess that's good.
Okay, good?
Yeah.
Round 2.
Alright.
And roll the dice. Otherwise, you're gonna take my dice.
Okay, do you need movement?
Yeah, I do need one movement.
Okay, I can give him movement if you want to skip.
Yeah, he has a shitload. I'll give
Attack
it.
or defense?
I get to move this to whatever I want.
Give me the defense. Because I'm tanking the end boss right now.
Okay, what would you rather have?
I'll give
movement
you
or
both attack.
Then I'll give him movement.
But I need movement, yeah, because I need to attack. I'm giving you one attack. And I need those defenses. Yeah, sweet.
We good?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I'm going. I'm moving 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. You're adjacent. I'm adjacent to you, yeah, so I'll have to pick away. 1, 2, 3. And then, I have 3 movement left. 1, 2, 3. God damn it. Don't you have to break away again?
Joe, I'll go
I'll
first.
kill
Let me
this
go
guy
first.
and you.
Let me go first.
You wanna go first?
Yes.
Wow.
This is a party dude.
Damn straight.
Go first then.
Kill him.
Oh.
You have, because
You have to break away.
no, he doesn't have to break away. He's not gonna land on it.
Okay.
It's just slippery little fuck.
You gotta attack my end boss over there?
I am.
Okay. Let's see. 5 defense.
Fantastic. 5 defense.
5 defense. I have one. God, okay.
This is the only fight song we get.
One, two,
One ahead.
3.
The turns are so long, it doesn't matter. You actually. He's down to 8.
Go into it.
She's down to 8. Okay. So I'm gonna use one of my focus. Switch for the